Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishop of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the Akim out there pushing the truth throughout the four corners of the earth and to the hopeful elect. This is the Brotherhood WR coming back at you with another lesson. I'm not sure what I'm going to entitle this, but it goes into us in this truth, us of the hopeful elect, getting through um different types of trials and tribulations, in order to ultimately receive that crown, that crown of salvation, and that deliverance through Yahweh Shai. So I want to start off with um James 1, starting at verse 1, then you can see the heading is testing of your faith. Because we all know, going into, these, going into Jacob's trouble, going into, the hard times that we are going to be faced with, our faith is going to be tested. And, we're going, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, we're going to have to, uh, you know, somewhat, we're going to have to, like rise to the occasion. We're going to have to be able to, uh, make it through these fiery trials that are going to, that we're going to be faced with. So I want to start off with James 1 and 1, and it reads, James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord Yahweh Shai and Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting, my brethren, count in all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. So, we're going to be faced with many different tests, and we'd have to just um trust in the Lord and have faith that everything that everything will go according, and that we'll make it through. Verse 4, but let patience have her perfect work, that he may be perfect and entry wanting nothing. So it's just our faith is going to be tested. I want to jump down to verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. So, it's the promise from the Lord, promising that those of us that are able to endure the hardship, endure all the tough things that come with this life, that we're going to be rewarded, you know, and and that's beautiful, that's uplifting, that's encouraging to hear these words, because you know a lot of us brothers, we go through many different things, many different, every brother has their own journey of what they go through, in this walk. And the Lord is going to crown us, if we just continue to believe and trust in him, especially, with everything going on right now. There's so much things going on. Uh, just, just the way of living, it's getting harder. It's harder to get a job nowadays. It's harder to, to afford groceries. It's harder to have needs to make ends meet. But, we just have to continue to just, trust in Yahweh Shem Shai, that he's going to provide for us, 'cause it is promised unto us. And ultimately, the ones that that get through that hour of temptation, the MOTB, the RFID chip, the ones that the elect that don't take that, is going to receive that crown. Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, starting at verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So, in this walk, we are being told that when following Yahweh Shai, that we're going to be tempted. We're going to the world is going to tempt us with many different things. You know, um, for example, the food. We know what we can't eat. We know we can't eat this pork. We know we can't eat certain animals of the sea, for example. So this world will test you. This world makes it seem like it is okay to sleep with another man's wife. This world makes it seem that it's okay to be down with all these things of this world. So we understand that when that in this walk that when we come to serve the Lord, that that we're going to be tempted with many different things. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased in thy last end. Whatsoever he brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low state. And speaking for myself, this is a precept right now that I am you know learning to endure through. Just going through just many different changes. You know, Sometimes you're just used to uh having having everything that you need, and everything's going smooth, everything's going good, and then man, just like life will just throw you just many curveballs, and it just breaks you down, breaks you down, breaks you down, and you get to that lowest state, and you just have to remember why you're going through this. You have, and just have to realize that that Yahweh Shai is just trying us at the end of the day. He is just testing us. And a man like me who doesn't have the greatest patience when it comes to certain things. I am learning through this walk to have more patience, and to not always always trying to fix problems right there and then. Sometimes you just have to sit back and just let the Lord um just take control of things, and steer you in the right direction. Verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. He that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest he fall. So here's that fear that comes into place, because we fear and trust in the power that we serve. We know that the Lord is in control of everything. That, He's gonna make a way. This is First Peter chapter 1, and I'm gonna start at verse 7, and this is in the NLT. So, these trials will show that your faith is genuine. It it is the beginning. It is being tested as fire tests and purifies gold. through though your faith is far more precious than mere gold, so when your faith remains strong through many trials, it will bring you much praise and the glory and honor on the day when Yahweh Shai Mashiach is revealed to the whole world. So, you know, we're being purified as we go through, these many tests in order to, receive, salvation. The Lord is making sure that, that we're even worthy enough to, you know, to receive that praise. Because Yahweh Shai went through many tests. He was tempted many times, when he was here. He 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 got through every obstacle because he had faith in his father, which was Yahweh. And like unto us, we need to have faith in our power, which is Yahweh the Father and Yahweh Shai being the Son. We need to trust and believe in him. Verse 8, you love him even though you have never seen him. Though you did not see him now, you trust in him, and you rejoice with a glorious, expressible joy. And that's exactly it. Like you know, we have never, physically seen, you know, what our power looks like. But, we don't necessarily need to physically see him to trust and believe in him and to know that he's with us. We feel his presence. We see his marvelous works. We see the mercy and grace that he shows us on a daily. And because of that, it's very easy to um to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, whereas whereas these other people out here, especially two-thirds of our people, they don't trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. A lot of people have to a lot of people have to see to believe, and that's not the case with us. We love him. We love our power, and we fear him. Verse 9, the reward for trusting him will be salvation for your souls. That's exactly it. You know, the ones of us who trust in him, you know, salvation is promised unto us, you know, and that day is fastly approaching, with everything, with all the prophecies that are happening. We know we're getting closer to that time. This is First Peter chapter 4, verse 1 in the NLT. So then, since Mashiach suffered physical pain, you must arm yourselves with the same attitude he had, and be ready to suffer too. For if you have suffered physically for a Mashiach, you have finished with sin. You you won't spend the rest of your lives chasing your own desires, but you will be anxious to do the will of the Most High. That's exactly it. Once you're in this truth, and we go through these, once you go through the suffering, because a lot of people think, that you ain't gonna go through anything in this walk. It's a tough battle. It's not easy, but like it says, like I was reading in the previous precept, it's joyful. It's glorious. Because just because we truly believe in what you know we truly believe what we're following, and what we live by these words. We trust in these precepts. Verse 3, you have had enough in the past of the evil things that godless people enjoy, their immortality and lust, their feasting and drunkenness and wild parties and their terrible worship of idols. That's the thing, but before coming to this truth, this is what we were. We're idolizing after, these athletes and these actors and these, these entertainers. We were, you know, we were, lusting after certain things. We are, all about, going out there and having fun. And, you realize that none of that has any meaning to it, because we desire to do the things, to do the will of Yahweh Shai. Verse 4, of course, your former friends are surprised when you no longer plunge into the flood of wild and destructive things they do. So they slander you. And, we've all been there. For myself, for example, smoking. I smoked a lot of weed, before, um, learning about the truth and and stop wanting to be around, be involved in certain crowds and certain activities. And, because you do so, you're kind of laughed at. You're kind of, um, looked down on. You lose a lot. You lose a lot of friends. So-called friends that you had. But I don't care. I was always one of those people that rather be alone than be with a bunch of people. So we don't care because at the end of the day, we want that crown. We want that crown of salvation. So we don't care about the things of this life and old practices. Verse 5, but remember that they will have to face the Most High, who will judge everyone, both the living and the dead. Exactly. That is why the good news was preached to those who are now dead. So although they were destined to die like all people, they now live forever with the Most High in the Spirit. The end of the world is coming soon. Therefore, be earnest and disciplined in your prayers. It's coming very soon. You see the shit popping up. Most important of all, continue to show deep love for each other, for love covers a multitude of sins. Cheerfully share your home with those who need a meal or a place to stay. That's going into brother, brothers. Jump down to verse 10, Slack verse 12. Dear friends, don't be surprised at the fiery trials you are going through as if something strange were happening to you. Instead, be very glad, for these trials make you partners with Mashiach in his suffering, so that you will have the wonderful joy of seeing his glory when he is revealed to all the world. Actually, sometimes when you be going through it, you ain't going through stuff, that's when you kind of gotta worry what's going on. When you be going through it, you know the Lord's testing you. This is please, this is Second Ezra chapter 2, starting verse 45. He answered and said unto me, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now are they crowned and receive palms. So, by going through all these, trials and tribulations and saying no to the mark of the beast, saying no to old habits and truly believing in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, this is what we want, this is what we envision, this moment right here. This is what we're working towards. Then I said unto the angel, what? Uh, then I said unto the angel, what young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms on their heads? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. They began, then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. And that's exactly what we're doing now. We're standing tall for this truth. We're taking all the slander. We don't care if we're being mocked. We don't care if we're called bums or losers or lame because we don't want to participate with the things of this world. We don't care if you know we're looked at differently because this is what we're doing it for. This is that moment. Then the angel said unto me, Go thy way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders the the Lord thy power thou hast seen. So, Ezra is seeing these things, is seeing Yahweh Shai clouding the elect, you know, and that's beautiful. That's that's uplifting. That's encouraging because we want it. That's what we want. We want to make it onto those chariots. We want to be of the hopeful elect. We want to be of the 144,000. Don't care where we are on the totem pole. We just want to make it, you know, and kneel down in front of our power and to have him grace us and bless us with a crown. And that crown is gonna be, decked out. It's gonna be, something that the imagination can't even fathom. It's gonna be just out of this world. You already know Yahweh Shai, man. It's gonna be out of this world. So that's what we're working towards. So, I pray this lesson was edifying. I'm going to close out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash, and once again, double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Lord willing, until the next one, Shalom.